Skating if I just won't leave the wall. I'm not gonna cool down with the happy and the movie stars. Don't blink. Oh, freaking mosquito. Freaking mosquito and dry skin. Holy. What about it? Don't blink is your blink with sort of a messy hair. Don't care. Hope you doing well, having a wonderful day. So today we're doing something special. We woke up at 5 in the morning this morning. We didn't sleep a lot last night. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do all my videos that I had to do that I have to do. And tonight when I'm gonna be ready, well, when it was gonna be sunset, we're gonna just focus on the tire talk, the tournaments, and seeing what is what and who was able to do what. And with a bit of luck, God willing. Dude, my skin is dry, man. Holy. With a bit of luck, God willing, I'm gonna be able to do whatever I need to do, whatever I feel like doing, and because that's the most important part, right? Always do what you want to do. Because right now, I try to go back to sleep. I have a busy day, so if I do my video today, I don't have to worry about it tonight, and I can focus. This minute will take me an hour and a half, 2 hours, which means that I'm gonna be in bed at 9:30 at 10 o'clock. So should be pretty good. So this is gonna serve not as an intro, but as sort of a mukbang because your boy is hungry. Your boy is starving. I know. Nice little midday that you're born. And I know it's sort of rude to say starving because I am not, right? Some people are really starving in the world, but it's just expression. And my skin is, I'm going to repeat myself, but whew, I never had dry skin like that. And I'm not sure what causes it. Oh well. So, let's do the proper intro. Don't make it your boy Ink. Will come to the mukbang of day 286 of Project Vendetta. We're gonna have a nice little meal. I'm gonna see what my mom gave me. So that's some leftover of that. We had a good morning. This is. I got it on the 15th. No, that's not true. I got it on the 29th. Today is Wednesday. So I started doing my video. There's a game that downloaded to my phone without my permission, but it's complex. It's not without my permission. Is I pre registered for it. They download. So today we're drinking Rio Punch. I wanted to taste it because I tasted like already. Like 2 weeks ago or a week. I thought I'm not my favorite, but hey, it beats nothing. a nice cold drink. Always nice. So the computer yesterday is a lot nicer. Yesterday's funny. I was looking at people do videos, and I saw multiple videos talking about oh the sky is yellow. And I saw like 4 or 5 videos in a row because by posting nature corn, my algorithm is there. You go. You're right, nature corn. And yeah, and I saw 4 or 5 videos in a row, and I was like, holy shit, that's enough. Before we continue, I just want to give a shout out to Ad, the person that we answered this morning. Again, I don't think that you guys are going to follow in the chronological order, which is totally fine. I would say Totally Spies, which is also a good show. And she's like, and I was talking about this morning, like, I was doing a video for a friend, and I was doing a video for somebody that I don't really like. You know, she said, honestly, there's a million things people need. Partir du moment où tu stops de vivre pour regarder les autres, que t'as juste ce que t'aimes, everything change. Des gens qui passent leur temps à se comparer ou à chasser le cloud, au lieu de travailler sur eux-mêmes. End of the day, l'authenticité sera toujours plus forte que la validation des autres. Keep doing you and keep your content speak for yourself. For yourself. One of the freaking nicest messages I've had in a while, dude. What a pearl. The principle is not validation, but yeah, I can absolutely say that I've received validation on here. I'm just gonna be uploading. This is delicious, and the lasagna is ready, by the way. Actually, smell it. Everything, remember everything. If I could help you forget, did you take my regret? 'Cause I remember everything. I feel like going away. I'm still so far from home. Everything. But it's just a 10 minute video, so I'm gonna be having to upload something else. And I hate it because I now have the habits of uploading only one video at a time because, for example, this morning, when I stopped making the content this morning, I uploaded 6 hours of videos. It legit took me 4 hours and a half. And I was tired from making videos, so I wasn't able to focus. And then I uploading the same video twice. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like going away. You hear me sing that song a lot today. Day part 2. And it's 2:25. Part 1.5. There you go, because it's only a couple minutes. My apologies. My apologies. I got a 25 minutes video and a 8 minutes video. The next one is an hour 49. This is good because I get to upload a lot. The 275 again didn't do the copy paste. Everything. Part 2. There you go. There you go. This should take a little bit more time. Make sure that it uploads. I mean, it's about validation, but there's a couple more subjects, which is only one, but still. I know the fact that basically you put your tongue in the inside part here. That way it doesn't slide into your mouth. I'm gonna get every single drop, bro. I only have one more. And by the way, the existence of this sentence doesn't make any sense. I only have one more, so we will have 0 left. So, yeah, be careful what you have, right? So, the secret today. Oh, before we start, okay, now, I was filming a video. You know that I played the video. I played for 2 hours. It was okay. It was an okay game. It wasn't the best. It wasn't the worst. It wasn't the greatest. It wasn't even good, but my apologies. It was okay. My apologies. It was okay. What else? That's it. I think that's it. I think that's it. Remember, we did some Planet, Planet Miner. I was like, okay, well, I'm super hungry. And I was kind of hesitating between doing a TikTok, Twitch stream or the videos. The thing is, if I did the videos right now, I'd be able to focus because the truth is, I don't know what time I'm going to go sleep tonight. I know I'm going to be super tired, but I don't know what time exactly, so. I'm like, okay, well, if the magic is to happen, the magic will happen before I go to sleep, right? And before I go to sleep, I can't guess when I'm gonna be tired. And I guess I'm gonna be going to sleep, but I can guess that I'm not sleeping right now. I can guess I can be working right now. So yeah. So just get the food. Oh, this chair, dude. Friday, baby. I don't know because they said between the 17th and the 20th. You see, I kind of forgot something, huh? You see, you thought I thought I forgot something. Well, I know what I forgot. What I forgot was that got a call from the government. And again, it's so stupid because she used to send me like letters saying, "Hey, this is that date." She doesn't anymore. That's Rogia. So good. Mom lasagna. Yeah, this is my third time, and yes, I the other two times I sang Eminem 8 Miles. We're gonna do it third time, not so much. Sorry. You've on a sweater already. Mom lasagna. He's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready because the government call. So he's calm and steady. Answer. He picks up the phone. They're so mad. They so go so loud. He's choking now. Everybody's choking now. All's good. She just want to know. I've been applying. I've been working. I've been searching. And so she called me to say, hey, are you looking for work? Because we gave you money because you're looking for work. And I'm like, yes, ma'am. I've been looking for it really hard. And so yeah, so then she asked me to check my account to see if the money was inside. And I had this huge problem where, my apologies, I don't check my accounts. You know the craziest thing? Last thing I spent, well, 2 weeks ago. The last thing I spent was 2 weeks ago. We spent for groceries, and we spent for buying the wire, the charger, and we spent yesterday for the chair. And I spent for a mask. This is secret content. This is secret content. So, so good. So freaking good. Just like I was saying. When you're hungry, apologies, everything tastes good. But if it tastes good to begin with, you're super happy. So, I realize that I have a lot of money in my account. Once I got a lot of money, I can't remember the last time I had my money. I was 2024. I was working. Like, I would have to go to the store every single day and spend $200 to even come close to being ruined. Holy shit. Insane. Right? It's just the coolest part. When I started this video, this cloud wasn't there. And I down this there. It's dark. I didn't finish the story about the cloud, right? So, my apologies. Because I'm doing nature corn, there's a lot of videos that are nature corn. It was annoying to see 4 videos in a row saying, hey, the sky is yellow. Yeah, it's yellow. And then I thought the video yesterday, or the sky yesterday, they made a video about it. So it's funny. It's very funny. Delicious. Here's another portion. You're gonna see me doing the other vods. This is from Kitty vs. Penny. This is from Who Can Stay the Longest. If your arms are like that, resting on something, you're alleviating, I don't know what you call it, the upper body weight, and the pressure on the lower body is less. So on this chair, there's no back to rest. Because there's no back to rest, there's no, all my weight is on the booty, and the booty is hurting because there's a lot of weight on it. My apologies. And it's a small chair. My apologies. So all my body weight is resting on half a cheek. No, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but on 2 half a cheeks. So 1 cheeks. It's not pleasant. But with that, we're alleviating the weight. When I feel like there's no pressure, I'm gonna stop. And when I feel like there's pressure, I'm gonna start again. You'll see this for 2-3 days. I hope you guys don't mind. Let's understand. I just explained as to why. So if you don't understand, it's not a me problem, it's a you problem, right? Cool. So I get a call today. I hate it because okay. So because most people complain. Most people that are in the program that I am in are complaining because you're not making that much. You know? The only reason I'm surviving is because my mom made the food. The only reason I'm surviving is because I went to my father's twice last week and I ate twice. I ate 1 meal a day. I didn't have to worry about meal for 2 days of the week, which is 25% of the time, right? So by doing this and by doing this a lot, and besides when I eat, I'll eat like a chip. And buy a chip is gonna be like, the price is raised though. I think it's like $5 right now. So I'll eat a one bag of chicken as my meal for the day. I eat for cheap, so I'm not complaining, but some people are gonna go to the, well, you know what, I wanna go out, I wanna have a restaurant. No, motherfucker, you're not working. You don't get the luxury that people that work get. You don't take advantage of you don't get, and I'm part of that, so I'm not judging. You don't get to take advantage of the capitalistic system if you have a socialist mindset. Again, you don't get to take advantage of the capitalistic system if you have a socialist mindset. If you feel like you shouldn't work and you should live the big life, if you shouldn't work, well, nobody was going to work, right? Everybody was going to be wanting the big life, which is a social communist mentality. I'm not saying it's bad. If you work, you can take advantage of capitalism, right? Am I saying that capitalism is better? No. Capitalism is better in the sense of there's sort of a justice. Yeah, there's sort of a, yeah, you see, cannot stay a long time. 3 days, guys, I'm so sorry. Capitalistic is more just. It doesn't matter who you are, a bottle of water will cost about the same thing for everybody, right? Depending on where you are, it's gonna cost different, but it doesn't matter if everybody walks in a store and buy 1 bottle of water, they'll all pay the same price. It is not just because it could be a difference between the elite and the rest of the people, the top 1%, right? The billionaire, the millionaire, right? And and because of that, it's a case of, how can I put this? Because of that, it's a case of stuff. Because of that, it's a case of fake equality. Because you're being told that there's ways to get there, which is work all your life now. If you make $1 million working every single year, for example, How many people are making $50,000 a year, right? Again, I'm just asking a question. I'm not judging. I'm not saying that I'm not complaining. So, how much $50,000 are in $1,000,000? Hmm? Hmm? How much is 10 years at $50,000? 500. So you have to work 20 years and you make $1,000,000, right? How many 20 years are you at in you? You're gonna work for 40 years, 50 years, right? Right? One other one. Fuck. And the worst thing, there's one in the fridge right now waiting for me, screaming my name. Hey, drink me. Let me caress your lips with my cold metallic exterior. I like a porno. Okay? But it's calling my name. Trust me. And that's reality. How many $1,000,000 can you make in your lifetime? What about $1,000,000,000? You'll never make $1,000,000,000, right? They give you this false mentality like, hey, if you win the lottery, right? Or hey, if you invest in the right things. It's all bullshit. There's always going to be a class system of rich, poor, right? There's no middle. There used to be a middle. There's no more middle, right? There was this documentary a couple of years ago. It's a reality in Montreal. It's not a reality everywhere in the world, but some people, it's kind of dumb. Some people were working 40 hours a week and couldn't make it, couldn't pay all the bills. But then you would ask them what they spend their money on. Like, none of your business. Okay, well, maybe there's a couple of issues here and there, right? But they were saying that the face of poverty changed. Not the face of poverty. Is the face if there's no middleman, there's no middle class. And then if everybody is poor, then everybody's in the same situation. But with capitalism, if you know everybody is in the same situation, the cost of life is getting higher. And you don't get raises that matches the cost of living. So inflation doesn't follow the simple rule of I'm making X salary. Because I'm making X salary, the inflation should be X, right? No, it's like, okay, well, this person is making, so this is kind of a cool thing too, because it's fairness, right? It's fairness. This person is making $50,000. This person is making $60,000. This person is making $40,000. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro. I don't even have this idea. I'm just talking logic here. I'm just talking logic. So the inflation is going to be individual. Let's say you make $40,000. You don't get a tax or a toll. Is it a toll in English? A rate. You don't get a rate of inflation. If you make more, you don't get a rate of inflation. You don't get a rate of inflation, right? So the rate of inflation is for everyone, but then there's different class of people. The different class of poverty, there's different class of salary, right? And then for a lot of people, if for majority of people, see this turned off because it's too hot and this turned off because it's too hot. This is kind of cool. I like that. Why? Because it shows that it's not a single phone the problem. These are the two only phones that I have that are doing something else at the same time. So yeah, so it is kind of cool to. It is kind of cool to do. It is really cool to do. Oof. Right. Good. 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 So yeah. So it is kind of cool to think about because inflation is it's for everybody, but not everybody has the same increase. Talk about a system based on promotion. How many people in your company get promotion? 1 or 2 a year if you're lucky. Sorry, they get the same rate of inflation, right? The 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 only system in my mind that makes sense is meritism, which is the harder you work, the more you should make, which makes sense. But that's not the case. And then it goes with who you knows and different kinds of people, right? There's a whole Ivy League. So there used to be a problem with not most of both not university, but some of the university. There was a problem with alumni. So the fact that you went to a university, you were automatically cast as an alumni. And alumni, they would have like specific jobs. For example, there was this firm of law, and for example, you saw the movie, you saw the series Suits. So Suits is a series about a kid, which is Michael, uh, who is a genius, right? He's a genius. Then he runs away from his teacher because he's getting paid to take classes. So Michael meets RV. RV works for I don't remember the name of the firm, but it's lawyers, right? I think it's RV. I don't remember what it is exactly. He's working for a firm of lawyers, and then so they talk, and then RV realizes the guy is a freaking the boss. He's like, cool. Guess what? You're taking risk. You're taking a legal risk. I'm gonna offer you a job with a good salary where you're not gonna take legal risk. However, the place that they're working on, I think they were only taking like Harvard alumni. So you have to go to Harvard. So just getting in those schools gives you just getting in those schools gets you a specific advantage, right? Now, to be honest here, it's a show. Okay, it's a show. Is that real life? Probably not. It's a show. Okay, so getting in those schools, right, gives you more rights, and then you have to wonder, and you have to think about how did I get into school? I got good grades, or did I know someone? There's a little bit of both, right? So you're going from a system of what is it? Fuck. I used to know that shit. Hi, hi. How are you?
Doing great, thanks. How can I help you today?
I was wondering what is the system, the social system where there's caste, there's a nobility class.
You are likely thinking of a feudal system, feudalism, or a
Yeah.
caste system, estate system.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Let me know if you ever want to die.
So yeah, so the feudal system, right? This used to be the lord. This used to be This used to be the lord. This used to be like feudal Japan. It used to be really big. I think North Korea is still feudal, but I'm not sure. So you're trading a military system, which is again, I have put in the effort, henceforth I deserve X. Versus I know this person is henceforth I deserve X. The X is the same thing. I don't know, you work hard or you know someone, right? The X is what getting into school. Getting into school gets you to a special caste, and it's not always on the merit, right? That's what sucks. This is why there's always going to be a class system, a system of class. That sucks. That's sucky. Now, am I blaming the school for that? No. Am I blaming the system for that? Maybe. Is it the end all be all? No. But it's a big part of it. It's a big part of it because there's a whole system called old money, which is chances are that your parents were rich, because your parents were rich, you'll be rich, right? You'll never have to worry about anything. And chances are that your parents were so rich that your kids won't have to worry about anything, right? I think it was Trump. I think it was Trump. This guy was seen as a business mogul. Am I saying that he did everything wrong? I don't know. I don't know. But I know that his father was rich, and I know that his father he had a lot of money in inheritance. That's what I heard. I'm not sure that's true. I know that he had money as inheritance, and I heard that with the amount of money that he got, even if he had a couple of failures, he was still good, right? I just don't know if that's true. But if it is, then you're not creating new money. You're using old money, right? And the thing with old money is always in circulation, right? There was also this whole thing with corruption. For example, you're my friend. Henceforth, I'm going to give you a contract for construction, right? And then we'll share the money. So, for example, there was in Canada, there was a project to legalize weed, right? Which was in 2000. When was the interview movie made? Okay, and 2014, they kind of legalized weed, right? And they start coming into talk to legalize weed, right? But there was a it wasn't new. it was in a talk for a while, and some people higher ups in the government knew about it, right? And then they sort of noticed just before weed was legal that there was a high rise, and there was a high rise in the state the actions that are good words in the stock market. There was a raise in the value of stocks for weed farm.